What is up, guys? Make it Gabby back again, and if you remember last time, what happened is they were basically about to get initiated, and this mock is going to be several parts, so there's going to be several scenes, but right now they are just looking at their new armors that they're going to get. Um, Most everything is the same as the last mock. They're just guarding and they're working on the ship. The Cyclops is gone, and Dare's out now because she didn't want Buck to see her. So right now she's just kind of watching the little ceremony. And the general is talking to the this leader right here that's on the hologram, and then they are all looking at their armors. So this is kind of important for you guys because I know you guys like to be in the mocks and stuff. So comment which one of the Spartans you'd like to be, other than of course Mega Gabby Spartan. But yeah, just comment which one you want to be, and I'll if you comment first, I'll pick you to be in it. But yeah, there's gonna be another scene, so just keep watching. Okay, so this is actually going to be a pretty short part of the mock. I had to film this later because I didn't want to tear down what I was doing. But basically, they're just training. The fire team is all training. They are using, obviously, like rubber bullets and whatnot against the Marines, and they're kind of destroying them, but they have snipers. Mega Gabby's wrestling with the white aviator. And then they're talking, and then there's mongoose, or what am I saying, mongoose, a warthog, and yeah, there'll be a scene after this. All right, so basically, what's happening now is I know this is a weird change because in the last scene the Spartans were just kind of training and they were out on their own, but now we're back at that base again, and the Covenant have attacked because, as you remember, or the post Covenant, I mean, is they have these prisoners. And that prisoner right there is pretty important. So, two banshees fly overhead, and they have ghosts with them, and they're firing down on the team. And there's two of them, and then a team of black storm elites, as well as some a red zealot, and I'll go through all of them. So right here, there's a little group, and they're coming in and they're just shooting. This guy with the special weapon is aiming up at the two banshees, and this black storm elite has just stabbed this. He came out of active camo and he's stabbing this marine in the back. The two banshees caused some serious damage. They blew up over here, this side of the thing that was holding it up. And that marine is falling off. He's still holding on. This platform fell, and so this marine's falling, and that marine got crushed by debris. So then these two elites right there are running towards the general, and Dare is there actually running in to protect the general because he's having a conversation with the one of the higher ups in Oni. So we're gonna see how this turns out. This will continue. I'll see you in the next scene. Okay, so we're on to the next scene, and things have kind of gone mad. So the one of the banshees actually got destroyed by the guy with that weird weapon that's kind of like a new weapon. You guys haven't seen it before. Anyway, that guy who shot the weapon is being attacked right now. The elite with the energy sword cut it in half, but he was still left with like a little bar piece, and so he's hitting the elite with it. And the elite's about to chop him, or might chop him down. Also, the general's just standing there. That banshee fell, and so the ghost is just kind of falling to the ground, and it actually hits this guy in the head and knocks him. I mean, that's a ghost is heavy, so he probably won't make it. The elites are starting to close in on the general's position and on the little prison's position. So they are kind of preparing for the worst. And right here, the ghost was going for the general, but Dare jumped in the way and saved him from getting hit. But sadly, one of his guards got killed by the ghost. Also, the elites over there are starting to charge in too. They're actually getting to the prison, and then the Marines are starting to fire over here at the Banshee and everything, and the elites right there, and the turret guy is firing, but they're not in range yet. But here's kind of a big development. The Cyclops is running over there to try and stop them now. So it's a repair Cyclops, but it's also a flame Cyclops. So we're gonna see how this continues. So we're on to the next scene, and decent amount has happened. So right here, this elite climbed up to the top of the guard tower, and he knocked that Marine off, and he's stabbing that Marine right there, and that Marine might just destroy him with a rocket launcher. But here's one of the coolest parts. So the Cyclops ran out, and it snatched the elite off that ghost. So it just picked it up and it's kind of throwing it into the air. Also, that elite right there is getting burnt to death by a flamethrower. This ghost finally landed, and these elites are now turning their fire onto the Cyclops. So over here, that heavy Marine that we thought was going to die for sure actually knocked out that elite with this little crowbar kind of piece. And the general's still over there. He's still kind of waiting around. So we're going to continue. And we are on to the next scene. And what's happened now is the base is finally it's almost over for them. So this elite is charging in with the ghost, and he's about to take out the guy with the turret. Dare is protecting the general, and this is what's really bad for the base, is the Cyclops. The Banshee basically suicide bombed into the Cyclops, and it dropped this elite, but it's probably going to die because it got hit so hard. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but that elite is getting dangerously close to the door, and he's only got one more Marine guarding because the Marines on top all got killed. This one's about to blow himself up with a rocket launcher. There is a little bit of hope. The general is getting run at right now by a heavy Marine with that crowbar piece, so we're going to see how that turns out. This Marine is just getting killed from close range by that Echo Elite with the Storm Rifle. And then this one was still shooting at the Cyclops before he got suicide bombed. So we've got a few more scenes. So this is going to be the final scene to this mock, or this episode, I guess. And here's what's happening. So it's really going downhill for the UNSC. And this guy got killed, kind of obviously. That's a general with a energy sword. And they know they've won, so they're trying to get that final victory in. And Dare and the general have a lot of cover just because the Banshee and the Cyclops crashed there, but they are getting way too outnumbered. So the prisoners got released right there. That guy released them right there. And the honor guard picked up a sniper rifle, and so they're all aiming at that little spot right there. So they're kind of doomed if something doesn't help them out. The Brute's running away. He really has no allegiances to this post-Covenant faction. This Echo Elite is actually the Black Echo Elite is actually running back to, he wants to escape because he's kind of special ops, so he has priority, I guess. And they're all aiming at this little area. So, we're gonna see how this turns out next time, aren't we? Hopefully the general and Dare survive, so yeah. Stay tuned, keep watching, please leave a like and subscribe. I put a lot of work into this mock since there were so many scenes, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, 1,000 subscriber mock, hopefully soon. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, please like and subscribe, and thank you, have a great day.